Klitschko. Oh yeah! He's the sovereign Lord of the nation. He's the hippest cat in creation. He's
Check.
the Alpha, the Omega, A to Z.
2, 1. Check, Jado.
Did we just become best friends?
Yup!
Well,
Good evening.
Laddie, thanks for the 6 months. What's going on, everybody? Phoenix, evening. Walk, evening. Clorix, evening. Jado, good evening. Glegor says, did you play Control? Yes, I did. I streamed it, beat it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a great game. Creepy. The ending was fine. The ending was fine. But good game. And also, usually really cheap. John, good evening. I wanted to tell you something, but I forgot what it was. Renaissance, that's a recurring theme. Nerd, good evening. What's going on, Nerd? Yeah, I kind of thought the same thing, Glegor. More Next Generation. I've only watched the first episode of season 3, Evolution, I believe it was. It's where that one guy is trying to send his egg or whatever into the red mist, and it's like taking over the computer, and Wesley has the nanites that infect the shit. It was okay. It was okay. Sub on Friday, week 9 of 4 days a week in the classroom. How about that, nerd? It's not too bad. 4 days a week would be nice. You're convinced Wesley is a Sith? It was also interesting that Dr. Crusher is in on season 3, and season 2 it's Dr. whatever her name is, and obviously she's gone. They don't even explain why she leaves. They only say that Dr. Crusher was gone for medical school or medical training for a year, and now she's back. Yeah. Cannonball, what's going on? Phoenix, Miss Flig has seen it and likes it, and I've heard other people say it's really good. Hey, speaking of Paradise, the first book in the Silo trilogy, if you've been watching Silo, the first book earlier today, I don't know if it still is, but on Apple Books, it was normally $15.99. Today it was on sale for $1.99. I don't know if it still is. I started reading it. I'm already like 10% through the book. Just because I want to see how this first book goes and how far it gets up to, and what the differences are. But yeah, $1.99. If you saw the series Silo and you want to read the books, the first one is there. But I have heard that's good too, Phoenix. It's supposed to be similar to Silo, but kind of different. Does it come in an audiobook? I mean, it will be an audiobook. I'm sure it is an audiobook, Jado, but it won't be $1.99. It's, for all we know, it could be like $30. I bet it is an audiobook format. I have not checked, but I bet it is. Cannonball said, just got home from the urgent care. Had to make sure I didn't break my pinky toe. What'd you do to it, Cannonball? Did you hit like your bed? Bone bruise. Finding my wife also got me into Paradise, Phoenix says. Have a bunch of tokens to spend on Amazon. So maybe check with Audible. I guess Audible does books, right? Mr. McT, good evening. I mean, you know, having seen the show Silo, it is, for me, it's way easier to read a book that I can already picture things, and I'm not immediately lost. And so even if the book gets to the point where, you know, it's not mimicking what the show's doing, I can still understand the setting of everything. It's just easier for me to follow. Whacked it right into the edge of the railing banister as I was sprinting up the stairs to get my Amazon package.
The bone of my soul.
What'd you learn, Cannonball?
Still is my body.
Krudak, what's going on? How are you doing? Look at that founder's badge, Krudak. What's going on? Yeah, Cannonball, what did you learn?
We're starting
To not be so excited for dude wipes. Dude wipes. You this story gets better and better, Cannonball. Cannonball whacked his toe on the railing banister going up the stairs to get his dude wipes. Oh my gosh, that's great. Clorix, did you see any scores today? Oh my gosh, Ole Miss is beating Tennessee by 2 with 3 seconds left. Oh my gosh. Are you watching this, Clorix? Look, I can do that. Three seconds left. Who has the ball? Tennessee timeout. Ole Miss timeout. Subbing in. Oh, it doesn't say who has the ball. It doesn't say. Will Jack Daniels lose jobs now? I have no idea. No idea. Clark says, I don't watch other games. Well, I'll inform you. Oklahoma beat Missouri. And if Kentucky beats Missouri on Saturday, and a few other things happen, because tonight with Oklahoma winning and Ole Miss, if they win, there's a chance Kentucky could somehow be a 5 seed in the tournament. They're supposed to be an 8 seed. But all these teams are losing, like Missouri and maybe Tennessee. Crazy. Binary says, what/where are we flying tonight? Well, Binary, this is a little weird. We're going to start with a video tournament. It's 5 videos. We do that at the beginning of every stream. And then I'm going to do some career mode. So my career mode has been like the Cessna 172 doing cargo. So I'm not really able to do group flights right now in 2024 because the multiplayer is kind of broken in the sense that we don't see anybody. And if I want to do an airliner, it can crash with the VRAM bug. So we're kind of limited. But yeah, the plan is to do videos and then to do some career mode. And then we're going to do some GeoGuessr at the end. Okay, so it says 0 seconds on the clock up top in red. Tennessee missed a layup and it's over. Binary, it's the G1000. It's the one that it's the one that 2024 kind of gives you as the default. Are we doing a Channel March Madness bracket this year? Yeah, I think we should. I think we absolutely should, nerd. As soon as we're done with the SEC tournament or all the conference tournaments and it comes out, we'll definitely put up a group. Because, you know, last year it didn't cost anything. He had a 3-foot layup and missed it, Cloric says. Wow. What a game for Ole Miss. That's a big loss for Tennessee. Ole Miss is good, though, and it's at Ole Miss. But I was watching it earlier. Tennessee's a good team. They play really aggressive, a lot of energy. But, man, that's huge. Kentucky needed both Ole Miss and Oklahoma to win tonight, and they both did. So that gets interesting. If we beat Missouri on Saturday, we could be the 5 seed. That's right, Binary. G1000 is the PFD and MFD. You got it. Yeah. So if you stick around, we're going to do the 5 videos. We do it every night. There's chat redeems a video, and it's a tournament, a contest, basically, where whoever has the best video gets 1,000 channel points. And then I'll do career mode, and it will be that G1000. And I'm not sure. Yesterday we flew into Florida, and I've been working my way south, just trying to open up more of the world map. But yeah, so the beauty of the tournament, if we do a bracket, the beauty is last year when we did it, there was no buy-in. You didn't have to pay any money to do it. And we just said whoever won ended up getting, I think it was like whatever of their choice. They could have a new sound effect on the channel, or I would send them a mug or a shirt. If I won, I won. And that was it. So, I mean, the chances of me winning are slim because God knows what happens in the NCAA tournament. All right. Let's do some videos, 5 videos, and then we'll switch it over to career mode. Okay, let's do it. Please don't let it fall again on him. Oh God. So, Clorix, I'm now seeing, because of that Ole Miss win over Tennessee, Kentucky will now have a bye in the SEC tournament. It's guaranteed. There was a chance that we could play on Wednesday, but because of that, we're guaranteed to at least start on Thursday, or definitely start on Thursday. It said that if we win against Missouri on Saturday, we are the number 6 seed. Lose, and we're the number 8 seed. or we're the 6th through 8th seed. I don't know what that means. So if we lose, it means we have to play Auburn if we were to win the first game. And nobody wants to play Auburn right now. All right, are we ready? Caveman's first. Caveman did submit a repeat, but Caveman submitted a new one.
Tommy Lee never really paid attention.
Me too. Me too, Lamb of God drummer. I never really paid attention as well. Here's Caveman.
Tommy Lee never really paid attention, and I should have.
This is not the Lamb of God drummer I grew up with. The Lamb of God drummer I knew was named Chris something. He was taller and skinnier, I think. And he was really good. And I'm sure this guy's really good too.
Dude, you're so aggressive.
If I'm Tommy Lee,
What's up,
it
Bronco?
makes sense to do that.
Crack.
Start from the top.
He cracked a cymbal. Sucks to
All
suck.
right, Art. I can see you're ready for the next challenge.
Why do I get so worried playing these?
I'm just trying to build the suspense.
Just shoot me straight.
So
I like where he's like, why do I get so worried playing these? Right. They're getting ready to give you Motley Crue.
we're going to give you a song with the drums in there. We're going to change it up. And
Why would you do that?
Your job is to learn the original drum part as close as possible, as quick as possible.
Dude.
So the song is Shout at the Devil. You familiar with that song?
Good
I
tune.
believe I am.
You'll get to use your double pedals. So that's cool.
All right, Tommy. Let's learn some Tommy Lee.
I remember this from Rock Band.
I mean, the way I would normally learn a song like this, I would learn piece by piece.
We can do that though. Like if there's a section you want to go to, just let us know.
Too late.
Too late.
Fine. Dude, you're so aggressive.
What's up, Private Pile?
The notes that you make on that first pass.
Shout as a very notable where the toms are coming in, and then I put a note for the snare. There's a snare bit after that build where it goes, it matches Shout at the Devil. I don't think I'm using this floor tom much. Actually, now I get it, because I was wondering, for me as a drummer, that intro is easy because I have this 18-inch over here.
Yes.
But if I'm Tommy Lee, it makes sense to do that.
So I'm expecting some of that in your take.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. That's gonna help me remember stuff. So.
And just very, very basic.
And the verse beat is pretty much meat and potatoes, but there's some breaks in there, so I've made sure to note that there's some breaks.
Nice.
Dude, you're getting the catches in the verses.
Let's hear the bridge. There's like a bridge where the solo's at.
Little ride cymbal. Also tambourine happening.
I have some wrong notes here.
Well, that's not going to help you.
No, it's not. Then I see that there's like some sort of.
Oh,
double
they
hat,
are.
like
They're
kinda poppy.
called Brilliant Finish Renaissance. You have Brilliant Finish and Traditional
hat
Finish.
groove.
And his are all brilliant.
Let me do it from the top. Tommy Lee never really paid attention.
Me too.
And I should have.
You weren't a crew fan back in the day?
So I'm going to switch it to his final take. That low tom sounds good. Boy, playing with gloves. I would struggle so much to play with gloves. I really would. I have to feel the stick. Not that he's doing anything crazy. But still, if you want to do anything like really difficult with your hands, it's hard with gloves. Yeah, maybe Renaissance. It's hard to say. It's just where the fulcrum is of the stick. It would be hard to feel the fulcrum if there's something in between the stick and your hand. But people do it. Carter Beauford does it. Nice. Jones King. This would be a really, really good song to teach somebody who's just starting out. I mean, it's just slightly more than your basic groove. Like when he's going goon goon chakoon goon goon chakoon. Some people might struggle with that boom boom cha that bass drum because it's not going to be on a hi-hat. It's going to be in between hi-hats. And then even that, that's a very, very basic. That's what you would start to teach a kid. And that's why I said, you know, the fact that it's not going to take him long to learn this. It says 37 minutes to learn it. Like some people might struggle on, but I don't think so. I mean, I think you can teach that pretty quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, crash. Like depending on how you teach it. Now, a little bit more involved with the feet. So that's going to be out of the beginner category. But still, it's slow.
Dude, the tempo of that outro is...
It's so weird. It's like, see you later. We're going to get out of here now.
Nice, dude.
I think that was fun, man.
I think Tommy Lee would approve.
I hope so, man. Clearly, I've heard the song a long, long time ago in my heyday of partying and drinking, but I didn't realize how difficult that was to really go back in time. That was my version of Shout. I hope you like it. We'll catch you in the next one.
All right, that was Caveman. By the way, the next 4 videos, Cannonball, that was the guy, the drummer for Lamb of God. Drummer for Lamb of God, I don't know his name. 4 videos, Nerd, Phoenix, John, Walk. Those are the final 4 people. Nerd is next. Here we go, here's Nerd. Really?
Je suis le président de Burundi.
Evening Hapes. Really, Nerd?
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
Okay.
Don't hurt me.
My body is ready.
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
I want to hear the moans. Woo! I want to hear the moans. Come on. I love it so much. So good. Oh, it's so good. Oh, that's a classic. That is really good. Oh, man, Nerd bringing his A game tonight. Oh, man, thank you, Nerd. That was good. My eyes are watering a little bit. I love it. Oh, rip Gabe. Oh. Phoenix says, you'll love this video about kitchen gadgets. And now for something completely different. From our friends across the pond, you may not want to see this particular video again, but you will want to see more of Sorted Foods kitchen gadget videos. Not a sponsor. After watching this, and that should count for the win. We'll find out. No, Private Pile, I'm fine. Sometimes it happens when I talk a lot or I laugh a lot. All right. Let's see what we got. Here's Phoenix. Now listen, this is an 18-minute video. We will not be watching all of that. It's an entire episode of this show.
Hello everyone, we have some kitchen gadgets suggested by you that we're going to get in front of our chef Ben and our normal Jamie. Let's see if they'll blow their minds or they'll blow their tops. Number 1, give it a lift.
What we got, Jay?
Oh, we have an egg timer style jar. It is an egg timer, surely. It's a sand.
I think I know what this is, and there is one pet peeve that I have that winds me and so many other chefs up, and I think this might solve it.
Now, I've got to say this carefully. What do we finger of Ebba's that he gets most irate about?
Most irate.
Pickles.
100% correct.
Deep looking. Get your fingers in. That's the best way.
Fingers in it.
That's the best way to do it.
Cutlery on the side.
Yeah!
I don't finger the pickles.
Pickles. How are you going to get the pickles out?
Yeah! Finger them!
So many people have fingered that jar.
This is the White Rhino Hourglass Pickle Jar. This provides pickle lovers with the solution to handling wet pickles. Flip the jar and temporarily drain the pickle liquid from the main chamber, allowing easy, mess-free picking. Once picked, close the lid and flip to restore the pickle liquid back to resubmerge the pickles.
It's not going to stop me fingering them, though.
No, but the issue I have is that if you've got pickles, if they've been salted and pickled properly, they should still have that lovely crunch to them.
Yeah, John, why not do something like
fingers,
that?
Which are covered in yeast and other bacteria, it changes the vinegar activity, and basically you end up with a soggy pickle, and no one wants a floppy soggy pickle because you fingered it.
Okay.
I've seen it, and at the time I thought, oh, that's a bit over-engineered. However, having seen all of you guys
do the burger challenge,
dip your didge into our pickled goods, I think this could be the solution.
Would you like to test it?
Yes,
Let's
please.
give it a go.
Yes, please.
Make sure that this is accessible to all, so you have long halved pickles and small gherkins.
This could go very wrong. So you bought yourself
Renaissance, that's
pickles, or
hilarious.
You've made your own. You've filled them. And they store in your pantry.
Upside down.
Like that.
Right.
We now have fully submerged pickles.
Yes.
And they live in your pantry as crispy as anything until you want one.
In an initial test, how are you finding it?
I like it. It's simple, there's nothing to go wrong, it's easy clean. There's detachable bits that are silicone, which means you can turn it over and it doesn't slide on your table.
So it's BPA free, it's a food grade plastic lid, it's lead free, and the glass is food grade. Claims to be leak proof, but works with other items.
That's what they
such
say,
as
nerd.
Olives, pickles, or cherries.
Anything you want.
Anything,
submerged.
yeah.
You keep saying how much you love it, but you also have the other solution, which is use a fork, which everyone has.
Correct.
That's what John said.
No, you do have to care, because otherwise you end up with non-crunchy pickles. If you've gone to the effort of nurturing them for months, the last thing you want is to come to it in 2 months' time and for it to be mushy.
I agree. So when you have guests around, give them a fork.
So I think, Mike, this is the perfect solution in the studio when I know that you normals don't have the discipline to fork it.
Do you
He's
think...
so passionate about it as well.
It's
like
like
the
having
problem.
It's like having a gate at the top of the stairs for a child. Until that child has learned that falling down the stairs hurts, you have to put something as a barrier to stop that child from hurting themselves.
Do you know, I genuinely
finger the
didn't know that it makes a worse product. I thought it was a hygiene thing, and therefore I was like, we're all friends. But actually now knowing it affects, I won't do that.
Could
moving
lead to
forward.
food waste, and we know how important that is. It's fine. Yeah. He's just pulling out the food waste card. I do agree, though, you're not necessarily going to buy 6 of these for your pantry.
Right, because you have lots of different kinds of
How
pickles.
much do you think this retails for?
£9.99.
£8.99.
This is £21.99.
Shocking.
That's a lot of pickles you've got to get through.
That's an awful lot for a problem that I don't think really exists.
Really don't have to wind me up. It's absolutely a problem that exists. I think actually we just need...
Cannonball said, my uncle put pickle juice in my binky when I was little, and it took me until a couple years ago to finally start. What's a binky?
better worldwide education about fingering as opposed to 22-pound jars.
So the White Rhino...
Pacifier? I've never heard that term ever. Why would they put pickle juice in a pacifier? What's the point?
Hourglass pickle jar. Does it tickle your pickle or is it a jar too far?
It's a jar too far, Michael.
It's 100% both of those things. My pickle was tickled, but it's definitely a jar too far.
My pickle
Walk says it's where you're supposed to put the vodka.
Let's move on to number 2.
Yeah, nerd. Never heard of it.
We've solved some of the world's problems.
We call them pacifiers or passies for short. Oh, to get you off of it. Well, that's interesting.
Yep. Well, you wait. More of your problems are about to be solved now, Ebbers. Lift the cloche on number 2.
All right, so we're going to watch Uno Mas. This will be the last one on this part here. Oh. That is a that's like you push down on it and it's a mixer, and I think you can use it for, is it like for cappuccinos, things that you want to froth? I think it, when you push down on it, it spins, I think. Yep.
We've
I
all
was
been
right.
to the food expos.
There we go.
Yeah.
This is the updated version of the Mexican milk frother, right?
It is like the Mexican hot chocolate milk frother.
Okay,
What
hot
problem
chocolate.
do you think this solves?
I imagine it would froth a lot of things. They probably sell it as egg white.
Skip to 4, thank you. 3 and 4. Here we go. Number 4. Here we go. Thank you, Phoenix.
Lift the cloche on number 4. I'm really hoping that this is brilliant.
That is not a toaster.
Pasta
Okay, we can
maker.
work this out, Joe. We can work this out. It's a cylinder which I imagine spins and or gets hot. We cook things on the inside or outside of it.
Pasta
It
maker.
feels like it
No?
rolls off this way then, because you've got like a printer out tray.
Any guesses, boys?
Is it an automatic pancake maker?
Ish, but a little bit more specific.
Tortilla
American
warmer.
pancakes. Crepes.
This is the Evo Chef dosa maker.
Oh.
What's a dosa?
Oh, okay.
So-
Right.
Dosas being
Yeah.
the thin, crispy, savoury crepe style dish from India.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ebbers.
Not familiar
we
with that.
Sent you to Hoppers to learn how to make them in an hour.
All
and
about a gentle
Isn't that the one that
controlled
used the
movement
stick?
with a little flat-bottomed ladle
Yeah.
across a plancher? It's very difficult to replicate at home without that plancher setup.
Until today. So India's greatest dish
Just
made
crepes.
easy
Thanks,
with the
Apes.
automatic dosa maker. Simply add dosa batter into the batter tank. EvoChef dosa maker will print sheets of fresh dosas anywhere, anytime, with anyone. Would you like to give it a go?
I want to know how much it
Yes,
costs.
I'm still quite
I bet this thing's like
confused by it,
$300
but
bucks.
yes.
So we have some pre-made dosa batter.
Give them
Wow.
batter in a bag.
So it's fermented.
I bet they have that at Jungle
made of
Gyms.
Fermented rice and urad dal. And I think it has some spicing in there as well. So fill up your batter into the tank up until the fill line. On the front,
Yeah,
there's
okay,
a panel
Phoenix.
and an on button at the bottom of the front. Hold that for 3 seconds, and then you can choose your cooking time, the number of dosa you'd like this to print, and the thickness.
Print.
Middle timing, 80 seconds.
Yeah.
And we're going to print 2.
It'll now take 3 to 5 minutes to preheat.
So while we're waiting for this to heat up, a couple of things. It's not...
We're off,
Hold
Ebbers.
that thought. It's doing a thing. I don't understand how it gets...
Yeah, you got to
from
really
here
like
to-
dosa. That's right. Here we go.
It's literally printing.
And that's
Now
cooking.
I mean,
Wait
I've
for
heard
it.
like 3D printers for
Wait
food,
for it.
But that's essentially what this is.
It's peeling away.
Yeah, now it's peeling away this side, which obviously was 30 seconds after your side.
Yeah. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Look at this.
It's now going to make sure it's back up to the correct temperature. And then it's going to... You just leave it. You just leave it to its thing. Holds it there. It is stringy and kind of stretchy enough. And then a clean break. And it honestly...
That is so clever.
Just
Wow,
flops it on
that's
top of the
so
last one.
crazy. It looks... I wonder what the
I know,
other
to be
side
honest,
tastes like, though.
Mike, you have outdone yourself with this gadget.
Yeah, but it wasn't me.
Yeah,
I
they put the
can't
batter
say.
in the clear thing on the side. You see it on the side?
It obviously thinks it's hot enough this time.
Would you like to try your dosa with some wonderful South Indian dishes?
Yes, please.
So here you have a
Look at this.
coconut chutney using fresh ground coconut, garlic, ginger, curry leaves, red chili and mustard seeds, aloo masala, so spiced mashed potatoes, and sambar, a thin lentil and veg soup.
Oh, that's going to be good.
Thank you.
And you just use your dosa to mop up all of that deliciousness.
Cheers.
Still making
This
them.
is sensational.
And idiot-proof.
Oh my goodness.
I know you can make the dosa batter from scratch, obviously, but
I'm going to say
how
$300.
easy is it to get hold of the pre-made
$2.99.
stuff
That's my
in the
guess.
UK?
The dry stuff's really easy. You just mix it with water. Most supermarkets have it, even in the world food aisle. I think to get the wet stuff, pre-batter, you might have to go to an Indian shop. It's just mesmerising.
And it
Boys,
also
I hate to
cleans it.
interrupt your fun, but let's talk price.
The equivalent of £180.
I had 200 in my head.
Okay, we paid 13,999 rupees, which is £132.35. It's astounding how smartly some mechanical technology has been put together and the result that produces.
And yet
Is
it's
that like
so simple.
$100?
Yeah, exactly. I guess to summarise, guys.
Or am I backwards? It's like
when you're walking home
$180.
this evening and you think back on the EvoChef dosa maker.
Or maybe I was right on the 100.
Those are really good.
Oh, 168. Okay, so I
Or
went
they
backwards.
could be better.
Dosa really, really, really good.
Dosa really good.
Dosa really good. Dosa really good. All right, that was pretty cool, Phoenix. Dosa is a huge part of that culture, so that's not a bad price for something you eat almost every day. Yeah, if you eat that every day, absolutely. John says I can submit regular videos to you now. Oh no, he didn't say that. He said I can submit regular videos too, you know. That's what he really typed. I thought it was typos, but no. Here's John. Okay. See, I was thinking it was $1.50 gumbo. All right, here's this guy. It wasn't 168 pounds. It was 132 pounds or something.
In my eyes, and despite
Some people will think this is blasphemous. They're going to really prefer the Soundgarden version more. However, I bet Renaissance likes this version better. Don't you, Renaissance?
I'm not sure I saw that film.
No, he is walking. I know. Like every video we've seen of him, he's really good. Listen to that snare. See, that's what I was saying, Caveman. Some people are going to think this is blasphemous. I don't think it's bad. I do not think it's bad. I'm very surprised that John submitted this. This is not a John video. You've got depth. Prove it. Prove it. Is it weird that two of them are going one way and one's going the other? You just did. Yes, Caveman. See, John, even Caveman didn't realize it. He didn't know. You maybe heard this at Target. That's your memory? Target. Wow, those are fighting words, John. You see what K-Man said? Sound. Doo-doo. All right. That was John. Final video of the night belongs to Wok. Wok says, this was a rehearsal. Bittersweet says, I think this one is the best John has submitted so far. Look at that. Positive praise, negative praise, all over the place, John. So maybe it was like a normal John video. This was a rehearsal.
Like the legend of the Phoenix.
Dude, this is going to be good. This is going to be good.
All ends with beginning.
I'm going to like this.
What keeps the planet spinning? The force from the beginning.
at them looking like they're in a studio. Look at Stevie Wonder. Woohoo! Omar Hakim? No one man needs all those waffles. Those aren't waffles. Those are just points. Stevie Wonder shifting over to the keyboard. Yeah, Raven. Paul Schaefer. I love, look at Paul McCartney. So I think it's interesting that this is a rehearsal and you have all these people here. Like Paul McCartney just watching the rehearsal, like there's a lot of people here digging it. Well, that makes sense, Walk. Floor tom still ringing. How about that? Boy, they're all about it. Wow. Very cool. Very, very good video. Very cool video. So Caveman had the Lamb of God drummer. I'll start that. Caveman had Lamb of God drummer. Nerd had Gabe. Phoenix had the Kitchen Gadgets. John had the Backstreet Boys version of Soundgarden. And Walk had what you just saw. I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed Nerd's video. Nerd's the winner. Gabe is Gabe's an easy one. And that's a video I'll probably show to Miss Flig later. So Nerd. GG. Dosa Dosa. No, it didn't win. It was fine. It was fine. Yeah, it was fine. All right. So Sorted doesn't work if you're not familiar with them. What are you talking about? Sorted doesn't work if you're not familiar with them, Hape said. Almost did points add. It's been a minute. It's okay. It's okay, Raven. So Nerd GG, Sorted is the Dosa thing. Oh, it doesn't work. I see. That makes sense. I was like, I don't understand the Sorted thing. That makes sense. Okay. I'm going to put it on a different video real quick because this is loading. This is Shawnee's Crash video that we hardly ever watch because it had copyrighted music. So, here's this Crash compilation as this is loading. I'll be right back.
Waffles, 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 waffles.
I don't know what's going on. Oh, 3-point landing. Shawnee. We haven't seen that one in a while. That's a good one, Shawnee. Oh, oops. Hold on. That's a good one, Shawnee. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, Shawnee did a good job on that one. And I sometimes shy away from it just because it's copyrighted music. This big boy back here playing with his toy. All right, so we're gonna do another company route. Probably do some more words on stream because I think lately we've been trying to get to that level 35. Try to break our record. We might also try to do some pictures. I tried to look at llamas last time. Maybe we'll go to South America and look for llamas again. It was the very first time. Literally the first time we ever played was our best. Oh, was it 36? I thought it was 35. I don't know.
I need fuel.
Bing boom. 35. All right, let's go freelancer. Oh, dang. They've only got one, and it goes the wrong way. And that goes the wrong way, so... doesn't really open up a lot. Might be going east. Oh, let's do that one. Go to Charlotte. That'll be good. If it's actually going all the way to Charlotte. Pretty sure Charlotte's photorealistic. We'll see, I might be wrong. We have to pay like 3,000 credits to start, but whatever. Oldest son lives in Charlotte. Jado, my sister lives just south of it in Rock Hill, South Carolina. But pretty close to Charlotte. So Cannonball, at the end of the last flight last night, we did check the maintenance and I spent like 30 grand. I did maintenance on the landing gear. That was the biggest issue. And then I did like an update. That was weird. Screens just went black. I hope that's not a bad sign. So, while I'm starting this plane up, I'm going to tell you all a quick funny story. When something usually breaks in this house, Miss Flig is the one to fix it. Reefabus, I don't have the new updated drivers, so that's probably not it. When something breaks in this house, Miss Flig's usually one to fix it. She's very good. She watches videos and figures them out. Why isn't the screen coming on? Screen's not coming on. I don't think I like that. Oh, is it because I haven't turned on the engine yet? That's why.
Hi there. It's Francis.
Hold on.
Now that you're all set up, let me go over the important
Francis has to
details
talk.
You have
No problem, Francis. We were
behind
just
you.
in the middle of a
Standard
conversation.
shipment for one of our clients based in Gastonia. Expected in no time at Gastonia Muni. Skids are designed to withstand turbulence but
today.
keep a steady flight speed and adjust accordingly. A timely and secure delivery will ensure that everyone is satisfied. You have all the pertinent information in your flight packet as
It's
a reminder.
true.
Fly safely.
So, our dryer,
68031 with Lima request taxi.
our dryer
East departure.
stopped working.
Cessna November 680 tree 1
And
hold short of runway tree 5 using taxiway
so
Alpha 1.
we've had this dryer for like 23 years or however long we've lived in this house.
Taxi 2 and hold short
And we really haven't had any issues with it. And so she looked it up, and it just wasn't. Yeah, it's an old dryer.
I have a chair.
It's true. Old dryer, but it's worked. Hey, stop it. Hey, stop. Lay down. I don't know what he's doing. And so it's worked, but anyway, it didn't. It wouldn't come on when she hit start. It wouldn't come on. So she looked it up and saw that possible issues could be, the starter switch. There's a starter switch that you can replace in it. It was like $10 or something cheap, $6, I don't know, something cheap. So she purchased the starter switch, took off the top part of it, replaced it, and there we go, and it didn't work. And then she said, "There's another thing you can try. You can get a door switch, like a new door switch or something." So okay, she gets that's like $4. Tried to replace that today, no luck. And we had both mentioned the circuit breaker, but there's a lot of stuff in front of the circuit breaker, so we didn't bother checking it. And earlier today, she was like, it didn't work. She said there's one more thing. There's a thermal fuse that you can do, but it involves like taking off the whole front part. I was like, well, and then she mentioned something about the breaker. And then I said, well, why don't you try that first? You just have to move all the stuff in front of it. And she didn't do it. So then we were sitting on the couch and we were talking about it again. And she was like, yeah, I hate to have to order another part, for a 23-year-old dryer, but it'd still be cheaper than a new one. And I said, did you try the breaker? And she said no. So I went to the circuit breaker, moved the stuff out in front of the door, opened the door, and I saw where the breaker was. Yeah, that's right, Private Pile. That's right. No. The switch was right in the middle. And I said, uh-oh. I turned it off, turned it on, hit the button, it came on. I said, I fixed it. I fixed it. Fix the dryer. I'm very handy around the house. So not everything. Yeah, I took the lazy way out. She was doing all the effort. Was it funny to Miss Flig? I'm sure she didn't laugh as much as I did, but she was probably happy that she didn't have to deal with it anymore, and now the dryer works, so she doesn't have to hang clothes outside in 50-degree temperatures. 40-degree temperatures. And lo, Raven says, and lo, her dreams of a new dryer that's not old enough to drink were crushed. Well, I told her, we got a new washer a few years ago. A couple years ago. We got a new washer. It's like a Samsung that sings to you, when your clothes are done. It sings, like beeps at you. And the dryer, I figured we'd be close. I was like, yeah, we're getting ready to have to replace it and get one that matches the new washer. Yeah, that probably wasn't it, Private Pile. Probably wasn't it. Icarus says, and then she gave you that look and now has a new Fliggity on order. Icarus, when you say that, it makes me think of Fletch when he goes, you get that look. I don't know if you know Fletch enough when he says that. It's the guy from Blazing Saddles. The Camptown Races. Who cares if they match? They're not going out on a date or anything. It's true, Gumbo, but there's something about knowing that they work well together. Maybe they don't. Yeah, Private Pile, me too. I really do love the first Fletch. The first Fletch is so good. And the music. I always appreciate a long taxi.
I find that answer vague and unconvincing.
Here's a little trivia. And Private Pile, don't look this one up. This is for Private Pile. Don't look this up. The guy that plays the person that hires Fletch to kill him. What was his name in the movie? The one that hires Chevy Chase to kill him. Do you know what his name is in the movie?
Tree 1 altimeter 29er. For 1 east departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway tree 5.
You're close, but that's not it. You're close. I need a full name, by the way. I want first and last name. Yeah, I do appreciate that. Now I know you're not Googling. I like that you're not Googling because you would have typed it right. Because he says the name so much in the movie. Be happy with a washer and dryer, even if they were old enough to have served in World War II. Nearest laundromat's 3.5 miles. So, Raven, you all always have to go to the laundromat? 3.5 miles? Is that what you... So you always have to do your laundry at the laundromat? And so how do you get there? How do you get there? And what do you do when you're there? So you have to spend money to use a lift, and then spend money at the laundromat. And how many times a week do you do this? Let's get out of here.
Let's punch it.
Punch it! Punch it! Punch it! All right, shall we punch it? Punch it!
Punch it, we can beat him.
Come on, Private Pile.
Punch it! Punch it! Let's get the hell out of here. Go, punch it! Punch it! Punch it, Huxley! Punch that shit! Punch it! Punch it! Punch it, Bishop! Punch that shit! Punch it! Punch it! Punch it! Punch it! Go! Take it! Punch it! Punch it! Punch the gas! Punch it! Punch it! Punch it! Let's get it! Run! Punch it! Punch it!
First name hint. First name is the same as the dad in Growing Pains. Real name of the dad in Growing Pains. That's a terrible hint, isn't it? That's a terrible hint.
Cessna 0 Tree 1 continue for east departure.
It's not Ted. What's up, Jake?
November 680 Tree 1 continue for east departure.
Crunk Monkey is right. Alan. First name is Alan. Crunk Monkey, got it. So now it's Alan what? Private Pile. By the way, that was Alan Thick for Growing Pains. Oh, wow, a Plato. A Plato going with the fake name. Jason is right. A Plato. No, the real name. Stanwyck is correct. Private Pile. So hearing Alan figured it out, didn't it? That helped. Mrs. Stanwyck. Remember him knocking on the door? Mrs. Stanwyck. That's at the country club. A little Fletch trivia. Okay. So, let's see here. We're going to go... that.
Asheville Tower Cessna, November 680 tree.
Jason and Maggie Seaver. Wow, Crunk Monkey with the Growing Pains character names. It's true. Jake said, oh, hold on. Raven said we have a giant roll suitcase we load up, so once every 2 weeks. So you have a suitcase that you put in this lift, and then you spend probably $10 to use a lift, and you probably spend another $5 to $10 on laundry. I gotta switch this to... Let's see. Hold on. We're gonna need more altitude. It's like 20 for laundry. Oh gosh, $20 on laundry. That sucks. Okay, Jake said, waiting on roadside, smacked a pothole and took out both tires on the left side. Jake, that sucks. Jake, I had heard at one point that if damage is caused from a pothole, you can go to the city and see if they'll help you, but that might not actually be true. Because it's not your fault. It's their poor road conditions. Long time not hearing that name. Colt Seavers, Bronco says. $400 square foot apartment and the requirement to make 3 times that each month before they even look at your application. $1,600. Wait. Hold on, Raven. You all pay $1,600 for a 400 square foot apartment? I was gonna say... You pay $830. Wow. Jeez. A lot of Phoenix people on chat. Phoenix says, Flick crushing it in Phoenix. Bronco said, wow, and I thought rent in Hamburg was wild. $1,600 US for less than 40 square meters is insane. It's very common here, Bronco. Nerd says, my mortgage is $1,780 for a 3,000 square foot house. I mean, our house isn't very big. But we've also been making payments for 23 years out of a 30-year loan. So this house will be paid off in 7 years. So it's... This house that we're living in is our first house we ever bought, and it's the only house we've ever bought. And at this point, with as expensive as things are, we're happy doing this. No point in paying a lot of money. What's your interest rate? It is 5 3/4, and it is fixed. So it was that 23 years ago, which I know isn't great. But when we tried to refinance, they wouldn't let us. What's up, Peppy? They wouldn't let us refinance, Nerd, because they said, quote, we didn't owe enough money. So banks won't let you refinance if you don't owe a lot of money because it's not worth it to them. So when I called our bank, they said we owed too little because, like I said, we only have 7 years left. Yeah, that's smart, nerd. If you did it when COVID was shutting everything down. Smart. 2.75 for E-Rock. So I know our interest rate is high, but our payment is low. Like, our payment is low, and so, I mean, the house when we bought it wasn't expensive. Hold on, I'm just making sure this plane doesn't do anything stupid. So I wonder what a high interest rate is for people right now on houses. I'm not sure. Nice, Jado. Raven said it's absolutely insane. Everyone who lives down here close to the jobs can't afford the rent, and everyone who can afford the rent live further away out from the rat race because they can afford it. This is not a long flight. This is 58 miles. I'm too high, but I didn't want to deal with any of these mountains. And it says we're probably going to be landing in 30 minutes. So that's not too bad. And we have a 19-knot crosswind. 6.7 is about normal now, Gumbo says. So I feel pretty good about my 5 3/4 then, I guess. Gumbo says in 1980, I bought a house at 13% thanks to Carter, and rates went up to 18.5. Wow. Wow. Well, and like I said, we were first-time homeowners, so we didn't really know what we were getting into. So when they told us we could do 5 3/4 and it be fixed, I didn't really know any better, and I guess we were advised by our realtor, who was a family friend. The guy that sold us our house was a really good friend of my dad. Was in the Army with him and everything. And so he told us that he felt that would be in our best interest, especially as first-time homeowners, and not knowing what the market could do. Yeah, I think so, E-Rock. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, I know there's people that can get under 3%, and, you know, that's great for them. But at least I don't have to worry about it being really, really bad. When rates were super high, housing prices were much more aligned with salaries, so it's hard to compare to now. Interesting. Nerd said the VA loan really helped out too. We've never been on the hook for PMI. That's good. Since I'm disabled, Utah gives us a break on property taxes. Wow. The PMI thing, my understanding is if you put 20% down for your loan, I think that's what it was. If you put 20% down, you didn't have to do PMI. And obviously, we couldn't do that. When, as first-time homeowners, we would not have been able to do that. So, we had to do it. And, so yeah, I mean, like I said, our house is not a big house. When we bought this house 23 years ago, we didn't have kids, and we didn't have dogs. It was just Miss Felig and I. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, nothing crazy. You know, small little house. And then we got, you know, we had twins, we had dogs, and we've definitely outgrown the house, but then my daughters moved out to go to college, but then for the summer they come back. So when they come back, it's a pretty full house. But the prospect of selling our house, which is now worth about 2.5 times what we paid for it, the prospect of selling it to move into something bigger and ultimately have a larger payment, I don't know if it's worth it. There's a lot of math involved, but essentially, you know, we've got a ton of equity in the house. Yeah, private pile. Like, you know, if we have, I would say we have We have about 3 to 4 times more equity than what we owe on the house. That's right, Gumbo. So all that equity we could use to put down on a new house. Depending on what the price of that house was, we'd end up stuck with, most likely, a much higher payment. Yeah, we'd have a bigger house, but we'd have a bigger payment. And at this point, I kind of like the idea of not being stressed or worried about being able to afford a house payment. And if in 7 years it's completely paid off, it's just one less thing to have to pay every month. You know? Miss Flig's car is paid off in 7 months, in October. Now we're gonna have to get a new car soon. Private Pile, it's under $1,000. And it was even cheaper than that when we first moved in. The only reason it's gone up is because of the value of the house. Since the value of the house has gone up, it means property taxes have gone up. You know? So if your property taxes go up because, you know, your house is worth more, then we have to pay more out of escrow. So the only reason our house payment has gone up since we bought the house 23 years ago is because we have to pay extra property taxes. Yeah, Jado, sure. Exactly, Private Pile, yeah. Plato says peace of mind is worth a lot. I got laid off a few months after closing on my house, and that was super stressful. And then you ended up getting something, though, right, Plato?
Put it in the vault. I'm locking the vault. It's a vault!
Close that. John said, USA, if you pay $2,000 a month in rent, that means you can't afford a $1,500 mortgage payment. I would say the reasoning behind that would be if you pay $2,000 a month in rent, you aren't required to budget anything for repairs. Whereas if you own a $1,500 mortgage payment, you have to be responsible for all the repairs and upkeep. I will tell you right now, the house next door, they're renting for anywhere between $1,600 and $1,800, depending on if they have pets, because the pets add it. We've seen that house be rented for $1,600. It's a slightly smaller house than ours, and we are so far under that. So the idea that the people next door have to pay almost double than what we're paying to rent it. Now, granted, again, if anything goes wrong with it, if they need a new roof, if the air conditioner goes out, it's crazy. Okay, hold on, nerd. That's the major issue now. Pre-COVID buyers versus post-COVID buyers. Pre-COVID buyers are kind of locked into their homes as to move would... No, you're right. Would either cause a massive payment increase due to rates. Yep. Post buyers are refinancing consistently to drop their rates. Yes. Real estate market has a major problem right now because of that. Yeah, anybody, we've talked about that. Anybody that wants to sell their house right now, you might be able to get a lot for your house, but you're going to spend a lot for your new house. So it really doesn't matter. It truly doesn't matter what it's worth, because you're going to end up paying for it if you buy a new house. So as far as we're concerned, we'd rather just have our cheap payment right now and have this idea that in 7 years it'll be paid off. Yeah, that's different, John. So you lose it all and have a higher payment, right, Private Pile? Right. Plato said, I started a job at the end of October. Nice of Plato. I thought so. or a dryer. Private Pile, I don't think appliances count. I could be wrong, because when you rent a house, houses don't always come with a washer and dryer. And if they don't come with a washer and dryer and you have to purchase your own, like when we lived in an apartment, the apartment didn't have a washer and dryer, so we had to purchase our own. Well, if something went wrong with it, we had to pay for it. So I don't know if... Yeah, Private Pile. But I would say most appliances are probably not covered. But, like, you know, if... let's say... I wonder if... Like, let's say you had a termite problem in your house. That would be something that the renter would be responsible for. Not you, because you don't own it. There's no point in you as a renter in paying for that. You don't own that house. Why would you fix it? You know? Salty said that, and when you're renting, much easier to get out of it and move. Sure. Gumbo said if I wanted a new house, I would have to get a smaller house in exchange for mine in a more crowded neighborhood. Plato says it's a lot easier to take a game on someone paying for 12 months rather than 30 years. It's a great point. In fact, the people that are paying the rent that I was just talking about, the $1,600 next door, So this is the house that I showed on stream. Remember the house that I showed that had that weird wallpaper and it was really nasty? The carpet was like moldy and it was awful. The person that bought that house for a lot cheaper than what it's worth and spent quite a bit of money in fixing it up themselves, because they were going to rent it out. They would never pay that amount to live there because they wouldn't get anything out of it. But now they're making money off their rental fees. So and listen, the people that were there for the 1 year, they're already gone. Those people are gone. So now there's new people over there. So I wonder, I'm always curious why people would leave after just a year of renting. You never know their situation. I think I can actually descend. And that's the other thing, Private Pile. I don't even want to think about moving. I cannot imagine moving the stuff in this house. Like, this room would be a nightmare to try to move everything. All the Lego sets and electronics, toys and whatever. Yeah, we're so close to having this thing paid off, you know? Gumbo says near me they're building new houses less than 1,000 square feet, 10 feet wide, 2 stories on a 20-foot wide lot. Jeez. For $225,000. That doesn't surprise me, Gumbo. It does sound like a trailer, Glegor. Does sound like a trailer. That there's an RV. So yeah, I feel like we're in a good place. I think we're pretty lucky. I really do think it's really amazing that we're still in the same house. There's a lot of people that don't nearly stay in homes this long. Like even the fact that my daughters, you know, this is the house that they were born in, and you know they're going to be 20 in 3 months. 3 months from tomorrow, and so it's a home that they're used to. You plan to stay there when you retire? I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say. I don't have an answer to that. I don't even want to think about retirement. I really don't. I haven't thought about it ever, really. And I really can't picture myself not teaching or not going and working with people, you know? Can't ever retire from streaming. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know. And that's the cool thing though, like, you know, writing music, I can write music for, you know, as long as I possibly can. I don't want to say for the rest of my life, but I feel like I can write music for a long time. And playing drums, yeah, nerd. We're all going to be in our own nursing homes watching the stream. Yeah, I'll just do it from my phone. I won't have the whole setup. But, you know, I would say the first thing of writing, streaming, teaching, and playing music, like performing music. I don't know what the first one to end will be, but it wouldn't surprise me if drumming would be the one. And I say that only because physically it gets more difficult as I get older. I mean, I've obviously got plenty of time, but like, you know, I definitely feel more pain as I play. Like even when I did that gig in Tampa, you know, with like 20 minutes left, you know, my arm, like I guess it's just tendonitis, you know, in my wrist. I mean, you imagine, you know, never drumming. Well, I say never, but like I never drum until I have to play either at a band rehearsal or at a gig. And we rehearse, you know, the beginning of the year once a week, but we don't play go, 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 go. And then all of a sudden, I'm supposed to go do a gig in, you know, we did it in Tampa, and I just do 2 hours straight. And the thing is, when we play, I play with a lot of energy. I play aggressively. I hit the drums hard. Cannonball.
Now your back's gonna hurt because you just pulled landscaping duty. Anybody
Like,
else's fingers hurt?
I play very energetic and aggressive. And so it's hard for me to, I know that was quiet, Cannonball. It's hard for me to not do that. And so to just play 2 hours straight. And the other thing is we connect our songs so quickly. Next one, next one, next one. We don't really take any breaks. And after doing that for like an hour and 40 minutes when we were in Tampa and I'm going and I know I've got 20 minutes left, like my right hand is like numb because I'm going constantly. And I'm still trying to play like I'm 20 years old because that's what my muscles have been trained to do. That's how they know how to play. I don't know how to play any other way. So it's tough. Here's this house that Gumbo was talking about. Look at this. These are crazy. These don't look like homes. They look like what you would use when you're ice fishing. And that truly is 10 feet wide. Gumbo's not kidding. That's truly a 10-foot wide home. Just cookie cutter, carbon copy, and Hapes, he said 225. Raven. And then look at the other picture. This is the inside. So did John? I think this is in Phoenix. Oh wait. Gumbo's in Louisiana. Hence Gumbo. Gumbo, did you walk in here and snap a quick picture? Oh, it's San Antonio. Well, I was way off. Raven says that has more room than my current kitchen, I will admit. Yeah, but you also don't have to pay what this is. So it's larger, but you pay for it. They look like cargo containers with siding, Phoenix says. Yes. But I mean, this kitchen, look at this kitchen, man. Like, there's like no room to cook. I mean, other than a little bit of sink or a counter space. Put your microwave up here, the fridge over on the left, dishwasher right, oh wait, dishwasher would go under the sink, and then stove in the gap. Wow. That's crazy. Gumbo says, yes, I went in. I'm nosy. John says you can also get a prefab home from Amazon for less than $10K, bigger than this. I mean, if it were not $225,000 and you were just looking for something to have, that's fine. But for $225,000, gosh. Keep those terrible guesses for GeoGuessr. Sure, Phoenix. All right, we're going to be landing soon.
What's your prediction?
Prediction?
Yes, prediction.
Pain.
Well, I thought we were going to be getting close to Charlotte, but I don't see a skyline anywhere. Then again, I also watched a YouTube video about Amazon homes, and it collapsed on them, John says. Phoenix says, don't forget the land is part of the cost versus the Amazon house. Yeah, you buy an Amazon house, but then you got to buy your plot of land. Yeah, Gumbo. Walk. I thought we were going to see Charlotte, but I guess not. The backyard is just big enough for a small barbecue and an Astro to take a dump. Boy, I tell you what, Astro can take a dump. Whew. It is a minefield out there. He and Sammy, the two of them, they are tag teaming it. Yeah, he is a big boy. He's so sweet. He really is. Okay, runway 21, so we need to go to the left. Looks more like Charlotte, Tennessee. No, I don't think so. I mean, Tennessee and North Carolina are very similar at times. Neighbor had a 190-pound Mastiff and they put a garbage bag of poop out every 2 weeks. I don't know why you need a garbage bag. Just, I mean, I guess if you're cleaning it out of the yard, but we just let it go into the yard and fertilize it. A giant bag of doo-doo was. Yeah, we're talking about dog poop. Welcome. Crap indeed.
Kilo Alpha Kilo Hotel, traffic Cessna, November 680 tree, 16 miles west 2400. Ford inbound to land runway 21.
Waz, how was your day? Long? What'd you do? A lot of Ubering? Next thing is Flig playing Poop Killer. Raven's playing Poop Killer. 8 to 2 was the other job. 2 to now Ubering. Hey, Waz, when I was in Tampa, we were doing a lot of Lyft. And we were talking to one of the drivers, and they were talking about how they do both Uber and Lyft, and I didn't really understand the reason. And the lady explained to me 2 reasons, and I was curious asking you about this. She gave me 2 reasons why she does both. Some days are very busy with Uber, some days are very busy with Lyft, so she can go back and forth and make sure there's no downtime, right? She's always doing something. But she also mentioned that there are way more benefits and perks to doing Lyft than when she does Uber. She says Lyft will give her a lot of perks, like where they can, they're guaranteed like incentives. Like if you do 30 flights, she'll get a guaranteed $350. Did I say flights? 30 drives, sorry. 30 trips, and she'll get a guaranteed $350. Yeah, not flights. Guaranteed $350. And whereas when she said Uber will pretty much never do that for her. She also mentioned something about, I guess the fees that Uber takes is more than what Lyft takes out for their drivers. So she tends to make more money doing Lyft. But she also said that Lyft trips in general are cheaper than Uber trips, and so it's really kind of a different clientele that will do Lyft over Uber. You haven't driven for Lyft in 5 years? Well, and I know you said boo Lyft, but she seemed to do a lot of both, and she was like, you know, certain days are really busy for Uber and certain days are really busy for Lyft. And I really like the incentives that Lyft gives. She said, I feel like Lyft supports their drivers more than Uber, which was interesting considering she's working for both currently. Which is interesting. You've heard it from drivers, Private Pile? What's going on, Raven Beast? Good morning. All right, get ready to land. But I thought it was interesting because I was like, I don't understand why someone that drives Uber would also do Lyft. I didn't really, I was like, if you're doing one, why do you need both? And the idea that if you can't get a drive or you can't get a ride, or you can't find a client to take anywhere on one app, and you can open up the different app and go, oh, well, there's people here that need something. That way you're not waiting. Look at this tree. Look at the tree right in the runway. Ah, this wind. 16 knot headwind. Oh my gosh, look at this. The wind is so bad. Jeez. Oh, I didn't have LRM open. What a fail. I'm so sorry. I know, it's my fault. I'm so sorry, I did not have it open. Go around? No, I don't think so. Sorry. Look at these planes over here.
Kilo Alpha, Kilo Hotel, traffic Cessna.
Look at these planes they've got.
Is taxiing to parking.
This is odd. What are these? Really strange. I don't know what this place is. In North Carolina, Gumbo? Looks like a T6. What's going on, anime? Success. Easy flight. Managing your jet lag. Still? Okay, not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Not bad, that's an S rank. Okay. 66,000 gold is nice. 97. All right, I have 616,000 credits. J-Rang said, "This is so fun. I'm so glad I tagged along tonight." Thanks, J-Rang. Glad you're here. And we're getting ready to do Geo too. I know you like GeoGuessr. We're gonna do Geo in probably about 15 minutes. What I want to do before then is a little bit of the photo mode. I want to see if we can find a llama. We've been trying to do these animals, and they're really difficult. Let me see how long this takes a Play-Doh. Last time we tried to find a llama in Germany, and it didn't seem to work. So I'm gonna go with South America. We just need to be able to get a photograph of a llama in close up, and it's tough. So I want to go in one of these areas. I kind of like this next to the water. Let's do this. Are usually so easy to find in Germany? Well, I didn't know. And, but that was the like most dense area. And I was like, really? In Germany? But I was like, come on, South America's got to be the answer, isn't it? Oh, we gotta change time of day. All right. Come on, llamas. We need a picture of a llama in close-up. Look at this brown water.
Oh my god, dude, look how dirty and crappy everything is.
Rocks. Okay, we're gonna need to go east to go to the other body of water. Just a lot of rocks. We gotta go east. More rocks. What are those? What are those? They're llamas! We found them! Oh! We did it! Look! You think that'll count? Done! How quick! Ugh! I can't believe it! We actually found one. We found a ton of them. Look at them all.
Concentrate, Savvy, please.
Well, now what's this? What are these? Brown llamas as well? Look at this. Pardon me, you all. Pardon me. We always crash. We always crash. It always tips over, no matter what. There it goes. Come on. Come on. No matter what. No matter what. So difficult. But we got credit. Okay, that's good. Maybe we can do one extra.
Put it in the vault. I'm locking the vault. It's a vault!
What does the Mustang say? We've gotten pictures of it, but not the star. With the setting sun in the frame. Yeah, and it's a tail dragger, John. It's so tough. That's why I just took the picture while I was in the sky. We see horses all the time. And it's weird because we saw a lot of horses in Southeast Germany. Like, not there, south. It was, like over here. We found a ton of horses there. I'm gonna go there. Like, there's no... I'm going to prove a point here. None of them... Or there are no squares here. But I need the setting sun in the frame. And I'm going to try to see if I can go to a place that has no square. Because when we flew this the day before yesterday, whatever it was, we saw some. Okay. Mustang horses, setting sun in the frame. We flew in this area. And I always forget what the criteria is. We've taken pictures of it, but we haven't gotten credit for it because of no setting sun. Right, Raven Beast. There are horses there, but Mustangs are specifically wild horses in Western North America. Well, I hope it's the right kind. I don't know how many kinds of horses they've got. I thought Mustangs were like the only ones. Let's just try. Because when we were here the other day, we saw cows, sheep, and horses. I don't know. I mean, it didn't look like it, or on the map, but we saw horses. And I don't know if there are any other horses in the sim. I can't believe we just saw a huge herd of llama. Is it llamas or llama? It's llamas. Lami, lamin. Oxen, lamin. Like cacti, lamai. Lamai? Lamai. Well, that's what Ravenbeast was saying, Salty. Lamusen. All right, Waz. No problem. If this doesn't work, I can actually try to click the square that was on the map. I just know that we saw some when we were here the other day. Vamusen? What's up, Sneaky?
Hi.
Sneaky, thanks for the raid. Welcome. We're looking for horses. And I think I'm going to go back to the main menu and switch our location. Sneaky, thanks for the raid. Hope you had a good stream tonight. Feral horses of Western USA. Okay. It looked like they also had them in South America, though, and it looked like they were more dense. See, these are dense. Yellow. But they did say Western USA. Let's try it. Sneaky, thanks again for the raid. Hope you had a good night. We just took a picture of a llama. We actually got a picture of llamas. It's really exciting. Oh, there's no way there's horses here. No way. You must have done well in Challenge League. I'm not doing challenges tonight. Stream the challenges, not challenging. Impossible. Wait. Impossible? It's just the mock loop. No, I'm not doing challenges until probably Sunday. Like, I'm gonna wait. I don't know why I read not. Yeah. No challenges. No, we did one flight in career, and we saw some llamas, and now I'm gonna try to see if I can get a Mustang. With the sun setting in the background is the criteria. Tons outside of Vegas. Have you done this one, Rhino? I mean, I am not outside of Vegas, but I'm kind of in that region. Oh, IRL? Yeah, that never works with this. It's so funny because we always find these horses. Every time we're flying, we see them all the time. But now we're going to be searching for them and I won't be able to see them. You play with a controller and the mock loop made you loopy. The mock loop is fun. It's definitely difficult, but it's fun. The P-51 low altitude one is not too bad because the route you take is pretty self-explanatory. Like there's only so many places you can go, I think. And what was the landing challenge was the bush plane, which I don't remember doing that before, so landing those bush planes are always really tough. You just have to come in so slow. You can't be impatient. So I plan on doing those Sunday because I'm not going to be able to stream Saturday. I'm judging a drumline show that night, and I won't be back in time. And so I might end up doing the RetroPie Friday night. On horses. Is there an alien picture you can do? What do you mean, alien picture? Well, where are these horses? We're going to be doing GeoGuessr here in just a couple minutes. We're not going to do this too much longer. I thought we'd be able to find them pretty quick. I guess that's not true. What's UAP, Raven? Beast. So as we get in these more flat fields. Oh, UFOs? Is that another term for UFO? I've never heard that term. Where are the horses? Kiwiasi, you would be incorrect. This is like southern Nevada. We're looking for Mustangs. I need to get a picture of a Mustang with the sun setting in the background. This is where they said they were, and I don't see them. Dang. Nothing. It sucks because this is the area they say to go to, even though we've seen them so much in the sim, and now we can't. Well, I'm going to go over that ridge, and if I don't see anything over that ridge, we'll stop and we'll switch over to GeoGuessr. We were still successful with the llamas. Our elevation's really high too. They're usually in open fields, like all the animals for the most part. They're usually not around a lot of trees. Well, looks like that ridge is going to go on. Yeah, I just don't know if they do anything around trees at Play-Doh. I know they would be not easy to spot in the trees, but usually you can see movement. And we never see them. Nothing. Okay. We tried. Couldn't do it. We did get one, though. All right. We're going to switch it over to GeoGuessr. Everybody can play along. Let's do it.
Kentucky, a farmer, a town. Predictions are loaded, we're feeling the pressure. Trust the meta, it's Chat Guesser.
Why'd you quit? Oh, that's why. I'm gonna be dumb. All right, if you want to play, click that link that Wok just pinned at the top of chat. All we ask is that you don't give any hints or answers in chat, and please do not Google anything you see. Do not Google anything you see. Probably because it's all AI and they didn't get it quite right, Anime. That's the fun of it. All right, you ready? Here we go. No hints or answers in chat if you think you know where we are. Just click that link at the top of chat. Let me turn on chat meta. Broncos got it. 30 seconds left. Ravens got it. Get your guesses in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Closing the guesses. So the yellow license plate might throw off some people thinking Netherlands, but that's the only one. A lot of French cars, and the language on that sign, you can see ETE, E-T-E. So I'm going to go France. But because it's close to there, I'm going to go northeast. Hopefully it's not Belgium. No, it's not going to be. And the reason I say that is Icarus got it right. It was almost 700 kilometers. So it's a pretty big country. Well, or right in Paris. Why do we get creative? Don't get creative. Don't get creative. That's what Raven did. Raven got creative. All right. Round 2. No hints. Oh, there you go. Now you know where we are. You will use it? Those mountains are to the northeast, but there's also mountains to the southwest, so we're just surrounded. Surrounded in mountains. Let's look at this again. Yeah, sun is important here. Looks like it's in the south. Yeah, I would say south. The sun is in the south. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Closing the guesses. Most of us missed, didn't we? Most of us missed. Only 2 got it. The yellow license plates made me think of Colombia. Mountains all around. If it's northern hemisphere, it could be in this area. Like kind of surrounded. Close. All right. Not too bad, not too bad. The sun was in the south, yeah, so we were northern hemisphere. Johnson once again didn't go with my gut. I didn't question that one. I was pretty sure Colombia had yellow license plates, and it was northern hemisphere. That wasn't a Mexican flag on that painting. So I just went Colombia. Okay. The sun east southeast. No, it was not a Colombian flag either. I just knew it wasn't Mexico. I don't know what the flag was. Hey, here's some language. So the sun looks like it's east southeast. Here's more language. Okay. That helps a little bit. Okay, counting you down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Closing the guesses. Holy crap. Anime. Wow. Killed it. Anime nailed it. Left side of the road. This looks like Indonesia or Malaysia, one of the two. I'm gonna look for this Penginapan. Yellow lines. Penginapan. Penginapan. And a lot of words that look like it. A lot of words that start with P. Like a lot in this area. So I'm just going to plonk it. That's pretty close. Anime absolutely found it. Let's see it. Oh, it wasn't even that. It wasn't even that word. Those sharp roofs are Minangkabau culture, which is Central West Sumatra. They represent water buffalo. Killed it. It's amazing. Amazing. Okay, round 4. Keep it going. Sun's in the south. No surprise. Let's keep going. This looks familiar. I really feel like we've been here. Look at those trees. Jeez, look at that. Well done, Bronco. Look at these cars. Oh my gosh. One of them in really good shape, the other one not yet. Street signs are really hard to read, John. This is a court, so there's nothing there. Over here, there's some that are blue and you can't read them. All right, counting you down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Closing the guesses. Where'd John go? John was really close. Okay. I'm not sure between like LA or San Diego if this is... I feel like it's California. Also, so many people are close, which makes me think Raven might have gone Florida. Let's just go LA. Thank goodness. Kind of went where John was. The actual answer, John, was really close to Marina High School. Did Raven go Florida? Raven went Florida. Round 5. Final round. Oh, okay. Yep. Although, well, okay, never mind. I would say, I thought Waz did a random plonk. But maybe not. Bronco, well done. $20 seconds. Get your guesses in.
Putting it in the vault. I'm locking the vault. It's a vault!
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Closing the guesses. Yeah. So many people are far away. I mean, this says .ru, so it's got to be Russia, but so many people are far away. It's going to be to the east, right? I mean, I'm just going to go over here. I'm going to do it. I'm going to play the meta and take a chance. At this point, if I get it right, I mean, that's got to be it. You didn't see that .ru? All right, here we go. You ready? Crap. Oh, God. That put me in second to last. Oh, I died. That's awful. Come on.
You blew it!
And because of that, well, no. You know what? It wouldn't have mattered. Bronco beat me by more than 5,000 points. It wouldn't have mattered. Bronco, GG.
Told you. Call me Bronco.
Sorry, Bronco.
Anime on the podium in third. Bittersweet fourth. Hapes fifth. Ice Cube sixth. PP seventh. Captain Easy eighth. Blossom ninth. Arctic 10th. John rounding out the top 12.
Indoors, indoors, indoors.
All right, you got about a minute 50. Put your waffles, put all of them on no. If you want to win waffles, put 250,000 waffles on no. We have not seen one of these logos in over 2 months. There's 500,000 waffles right now on no. Smart. I mean, if you want to take a chance and try to, bet small to win big. Arctic says, imagine having more than 1,000 waffles. I can't. Bittersweet has 1.3 million. Did you know that, Arctic? Refresh, Phoenix. Who just got Tell Me a Joke? Hapes. It's exciting. Okay, 40 seconds. How on phone?
Roar!
I don't know. How do trees get on the internet? They make like a tree and leave. I don't know. They log in. Okay. What's green and yellow and eats nuts? Curiosity says. A Brazil nut. I don't know. That's gross. Are you ready? No hints. Don't Google. Good luck. Show me a logo. Wow. Somebody is getting ready to have a good time. Look at this place. The Fligadier VIP Lounge. Salty and Walk both said it. Bronco says, I can smell that place. I can feel it. It looks like it's got no ventilation.
Yeah!
Meta, thank you.
Tonight!
Thank you. All right, get your guesses in. It's true, Raven. Here we go. Get your guesses in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Closing the guesses. I feel like this is Africa. Somewhere in Africa. That's my guess. Let's do... We do more central. I'm seeing Lusaka, so let's go Lusaka. Oh, come on. Oh, that hurt. That didn't help me at all. Senegal. No, it's not the right answer. It was Mali? Does that count as Mali? I think it does. It counts as Mali. Nelwood. Nelwood, if you want to play, click the link at the top of chat. You can actually play. Don't type anything in chat. Brutal. Very difficult. Very difficult. I got Africa, and it didn't matter. I only got 200 points. Lip with a really good start. All right, come on. Any logos? Looks like it's going to be tough.
No pain!
No pain.
No pain!
No pain.
No pain!
No pain.
Okay, take it to it! Take it to it! Take it to it!
This one's tough. This is all we have. So Uber offers promotions from time to time, but they are not always available, Waz says. I don't know if you heard what I said about that driver saying that they felt like Lyft treated them better than Uber. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Closing the guesses. I think that could be Portuguese, just because of the mark over the U. So then it's a question of Portugal or Brazil. I'm going to go Portugal. I don't know. I don't know. Spain. Okay. All right, so a few of us got that. Who? It was Lip got the last one, but Lip missed this one, so we're back to even. How many of you went Peru? Walk did. Walk and Icarus. Actually, many of you went Peru. I didn't even think Peru once. Yeah, felt like the majority was probably around here. All right, round 3. Still looking for the logos. This is really odd. Yeah, I thought it said Paru, like John said, yeah. Well, that's all you get. So get your guesses in. Is that more words? Kind of. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Closing the guesses. I think this is like Eastern Europe, but that looks like something from like Lithuania. Let me just make sure. Could also be Latvia. I'm sticking with my gut. Lithuania is right. I will take it. Oh, Wok. What a guess. And Cannonball even closer. Whew. How about that? I'm glad I stuck with my gut. At least it's close. Two rounds left. Still looking for the logos. Just continuing to whiff. This is awful. This one is going to be a game changer. There's no language. There's no outlets. I mean, there's a little bit of language with that.
I gotta tell you,
but that's not
that
enough.
sounds awful.
Doesn't help. Can you read that? I can't read it. I can't read it. Is there something else that says that? "15 seconds left. We're trying, and this is gonna be really bad. This is just a literal coin flip. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 5, 4, 3, 2. I can't read it. 1. Closing the guesses. I don't know. I'm just gonna plonk it in Central Europe and hope. Put me 7th. What was it? Italy? Anime, really good guess. Anime went Venice. One brand of Venetian porcelain. How about that? Wow. What did I end up even picking? I don't even know. Germany? Okay. That was tough. That one was really tough. Last one. We ready? Here it is. Final chance at a logo in a grocery store. Those cereals do not look brand name. Cocoa Poofs, right. Frosted Moons. Time to refill on hot dogs. Get your guesses in. This one could be anywhere. I don't know. I mean, I just have no idea. Gosh, I don't know. Look, they even have keyboards. I mean, like, keyboards. If you need cheese or keyboards, go here. I'm counting you down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Closing the guesses. 4090. I think he's got a map, but you can't tell what that is. If anything, it looks like it's an island, but there's no idea. This guy looks like he's on an island. Like the way he's wearing these clothes. But to know for sure. Give me... Give me these Samoan Islands. Well, that's not a bad guess. Well, I got 700 points. It's not enough. The actual answer was Palau. I mean, you know what? Let's look here. That is what that is. Oh my gosh. Was he playing GeoGuessr? Unbelievable. All right, oh!
Face it, my friend.
I didn't
my
know.
Agent can win one at home, but it takes a real team to win on the road. Hey, Patino's got his
I didn't
team.
know.
They go traveling together. Kick a little tush, and then it's back on the bus. Riding along, those cats got your number. Dick, we are Kentucky, and those cats,
Those cats will rock you.
That was groovy, Mr. Goulet.
Yeah. Raven, top 2. Kiwiasi on the podium in 3rd. Well done. Icarus 4th. Anime, top 5. Bronco 6th. Celessi 7th. Phoenix 8th. Lip 9th. Danger Donkey 10th. And John, sorry I had to scroll. John rounding out the top 22. My goodness. How about it? We are done. It's over. I got a puppy back here chewing his deer antler. We are done for the night. Thank you all so much for being here.
Somebody's got to go back and get a shitload of dimes.
Hope you all had a good time tonight. Raven, thank you for the bits. Hope you had a good time tonight. Thank you so much for being here. We are going to say hello to Jonah, who we never get to raid.
Pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes.
Jonah's doing some Skylines 2, as Jonah always typically does. And Jonah's very good at it. So I don't know if Jonah's about to end. Hopefully not. So let's go say hi to Jonah. Thanks again for being here. Have a great day tomorrow. Hope to see you all tomorrow night. Night, everybody.
We must have waffles. We must all have waffles forthwith. We must all think. We must all have waffles and think each and every one of us to the very best of his ability.
Will everybody please leave? I want everyone out!
Pliggity 1976 out.